We've taken a few trips in our life where we basically lived out of our car, and it was some of the most fun we've ever had.
Are you okay with just doing McDonald's?
So while the popularity of a minimalistic nomadic lifestyle is understandable, the recent case of Jennelle Eliana here on YouTube has left everyone scratching their heads.
The YouTube Vanlife viral sensation, Jennelle.
This individual.
She's published 2 videos on a brand new channel.
She is a up-and-coming creator, and that's not even the right word for it. She's an exploding creator.
Jennelle Eliana is a free-spirited, van-dwelling nomad.
I'm Jennelle, and I live in a van with my pet snake, Alfredo.
And if that sounds insulting, it's not, especially when the internet has picked you as its chosen one. You see, Jennelle posted her very first YouTube video, a tour of her van, about a month ago, and since then, with the aid of only one other video, she has skyrocketed to roughly 1.5 million subscribers, currently snowballing towards an unfathomable 20 million views on just 2 videos. Even if you don't recognize her name or content, I can quite confidently guarantee her name and videos have graced your screen here on YouTube multiple times. Not even people living under rocks are safe from Jennelle Eliana because the high-ups at YouTube are actively hunting down people who live under rocks in order to show them Jennelle's videos.
This is a skyrocketing account.
This girl has gotten 400,000 subscribers in 5 days.
This individual was able to get over 1.3 million subscribers in less than, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. Who in 2 videos has amassed 1.4 million subscribers and growing 100,000 subscribers a day.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with the numbers side of YouTube, this anomaly is unlike anything that's ever happened before. The Paul brothers once had insane growth here on the platform. Of course, there was the PewDiePie subscriber war, and most recently Mr. Beast, who has definitely hit his stride with some pretty ridiculous numbers. But none of them compare to 0 to 1.5 million subs in a matter of days, from your first video to over 18 million views in just a few weeks. This is some extrinsic activity. Thousands of creators that post content just like Jennelle's have not and could only dream of receiving the same results as her. And that leads us to a very important part of this video, making it clear that we have no hard feelings towards this new star of YouTube. You see, this right here is how the internet works. One might even say the world. Hopefully, since you were a kid and kicked around the phrase, "that's not fair," there was someone there to tell you, well, life isn't fair. And that's just how the ball rolls. That's how the cow moos and the turtle turts.
Yeah, we're happy for anyone like this who succeeds. After watching her last video, I can honestly call myself a fan, and I'm excited to follow the rest of her journey. There's plenty of room on YouTube for different people to find success, so it's fun and even a little inspiring to see Jennelle's quick rise on this platform.
Now, there are a lot of theories floating around as to how this insane growth happened. Everything from Jennelle is an industry plant, or she paid a lot of money to boost her own channel numbers, to she's a professional actor or maybe part of some brilliant advertising scheme for a new show that's coming out. Or the more likely, which would be YouTube's ongoing pursuit to be seen more like television, thus resulting in them tracking down people like Jennelle who fit their ideal brand and artificially turning them into the or a face of the platform. And a quick update to this story: after weeks of radio silence since the big explosion, she finally posted a 3rd video. A Q&A which does answer some questions, but probably isn't the reaction you'd expect going from 0 to 1.5 million subs in less than a month, earning well over a modest annual income in just 2 videos. But nonetheless, I do believe this whole situation is a little more genuine than originally thought. Of course, there is an unknown factor at play here, but it is very possible Jennelle is just as much surprised and in the dark as we are. Of course, one possibility not yet spoken of is that over the many years of evolution and policy tweaks, maybe the YouTube algorithm has evolved very specifically to find and precisely promote a van-dwelling individual with a lively personality and an albino pet python named Alfredo, who together post exactly 1 van tour and a shower video. And if that's the case, YouTube algorithm, please consider this video as our application to your services.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Tyler.
We're super fun and quirky.
And family friendly. All right, so let me give you guys a tour of our van, our home, so to speak. She is a classic 2010, and we've put a lot of work into keeping her as classic as possible. For instance, some people like to change out their oil with something a little more modern, but not us. We keep it as original as possible. Standard 6 cylinders under this bad boy right here. Technically 5 now. Just like most vehicles, the HHR comes with a standard engine fencing rod. So if you're on the beach with your buddies and a sick fence sesh breaks out, you're ready for it. All right, also something interesting about the HHR is there's actually no battery up here. You can't see one anywhere because for whatever reason, Chevy put it in the trunk of the car.
That's a good one.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. The first time I went to disconnect the battery, I couldn't find it anywhere. Show them. See, it's right here. Hopefully there's some Chevy HHR owners watching this that just learned something about their car, or they're super disappointed because, like me, they thought their car ran on magic before they knew where the battery was. All right. Also, she has the standard 4 things that the vehicle rolls on.
I think ours are smart tires.
Yeah, actually, they let us know when they need replaced by literally exploding on the freeway, and then we're like, oh, that one needs replaced. The doors do open and close just like on a Tesla. That's pretty cool.
Pretty fancy.
I mean, she has most of the bells and whistles that all cars have. As you can see, I call this one New York City traffic.
So now we'd like to introduce you to our pet, Alfredo, named Python. Oh, he's so cute. Please love us, algorithm. And now moving on to the kitchen. She's not much, but as you can see, we do have a small fridge here, mostly just for Mountain Dew. For our food, we usually harvest some of our own fresh, homegrown, organic apples before we hit the road. These usually tie us over until we can find a McDonald's. And now let's move on to the bedroom. We're not going anywhere today, so our bed's not actually in here. It's actually just sitting over there. But believe it or not, we actually sleep in here. Just slide these babies down, and it's nice and comfy. We even have room for our bikes underneath.
I hope you guys enjoyed. That's gonna be it for our van tour. Be sure to slap that like button and punch that subscribe button. Before we start part 2, make sure to help us prank the algorithm by leaving a ton of comments like, wow, this is the most family friendliness I've ever seen, or such quirky, very wow. Okay, thanks.
Welcome back, algorithm, to part 2. Now we're gonna be showing you how we shower while we're on the road. Since we don't keep water with us, we only have Mountain Dew, this is how we do it. The best thing about doing it this way is we don't need to use any shampoo or soap because we just smell fresh and fruity from the Mountain Dew. To Jennelle and anybody else watching, don't take this too seriously. We're just goofing off and having fun.
To the algorithm specifically, please accept this video as our humble application. We too would like 1.5 million subs by the end of August, and we'd settle for 2 million views. It's 10% of Jennelle.
Can't get out! Just wring out your hair and then you can go shower.
I am.
Oh my gosh.
Tell the people, Hannah, what we were doing at the grocery store at midnight.
We're here for a noodle. Just one noodle.